Okay, so President Paul Kegame has been accused of so many things. The latest being his direct involvement with M23 and the operations in the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is interesting because Paul Kagame has always denied his involvement with the M23.
So let me ask this directly, Mr. President. Today, on the 3rd of February, does Rwanda currently have any troops at all in Eastern DRC?
I don't know.
He had always insisted that M23 were Congolese soldiers, perhaps of Tutsi origin, but strictly Congolese soldiers who were fighting for self-preservation. Now, everybody, every other person believed that M23 was strictly sponsored by Paul Kagame, including the United Nations, who published the damning reports accusing or insisting that Paul Kagame had a hand directly in M23. And each of those accusations were always rebuffed by Kagame himself, who constantly insisted that he had no hands in M23 and the operations in the Congo. But then the world didn't have a problem until the M23 began to conquer series upon series upon series that had these rare earth minerals and kind of holding them on to themselves, which means that all the minerals in these areas that they conquered, they will keep and mine and exploit for themselves. Now, that is a problem because Congo was a free-for-all country. I mean, anybody could come in and join in the booty grabbing. You see, there are over 150 rebel militia groups, over 500 different companies, all in Congo, exploiting and cutting away the, the mineral resources, the minerals of the country, including the M23. So the taking over of these mineral-rich cities signals to these other people, these other militia groups, these other companies, that somebody was getting greedy. Somebody was trying to take what was for everybody for himself. And that was where Kagame's problem began. The situation is like that where after some thieves have stolen some things from somewhere, and then one of the thieves decides to steal the whole thing or keep everything to himself. That will be a problem. And that's exactly the situation that Paul Kagame has found himself. He has bitten more than he can chew because now he's being accused by everybody: EU, Germany, UK, Canada, everybody, of being involved directly with M23, whose activities are now seen as illegal in the Congo. So all those people who didn't mind in the past that M23, was illegally mining and excavating and stealing resources from the country, are now placing sanctions on Kagame. EU, Germany, Canada, they're all placing sanctions on Kagame right now. So all the free monies he was getting from these countries have been stopped. And to make matters worse, the big player, the big boy himself, the United States, has been invited by Congo to come and join in the sharing. And we all know that once America comes in as a country to exploit these rare earth minerals that the Congo has, then everybody will have to get off the way, especially if you're not strong. And I do not know that M23 will be able to withstand the might of America when they come in there, because all Congo has to do is give them Kivu. Tell America, okay, I'm giving you Kivu, mine everything there. And that's it. M23 will have to run off to wherever they came from. So perhaps Kagame has bitten more than he can chew by M23's continuous expansion and grabbing of resources to the exclusion of the other thieves. And even he, Paul Kagame, understands this, which is why he has moved from he doesn't know what people are talking about. He is not directly involved with the M23. He has his own natural resources. He's not interested in the resources of the Congo, to Listen to what he said himself.
If you looked at the list of 100 entities, China, Europe, US, Canada, and so on, including all of us in the region, who are interested in minerals in the Congo, Rwanda would come as 100, it would come at the bottom. But the situation is such that it has been made to look like the ones least concerned with the minerals have been the ones accused for the entire problem of these 100 who get billions and billions and leave nothing behind.
Okay, so you can see now he's saying that in the hierarchy of things, that even if he was involved, that even if M23 was involved, they are like the hundreds. If there were 100 people, they are the hundreds. What about the other 99? And we know who those other 99 are. So it's a very funny situation. But let's see how it plays out. That's it. That's it.